Hey guys, so giving you guys a two for today, and I apologize if you can hear the music in the background. Things I have to listen to, trust me. um, this is not my kind of music, but I'm forced because I can't tell them to turn it down. Well, I can, but they don't listen. Um, I want to talk to you guys about books today. If any of you have seen the intro video, you know that I've actually lost a lot of my books, my magical books, along with a lot of my manga stuff. But manga is sort of replaceable anyway, because I know what I had for the most part. Um, but my metaphysical books, um, sometimes when you lose things, they say that you're not really losing it. It's just that you no longer needed it. No, well, they say that about crystals, and I think the same goes for probably books. Um, but yeah, I lost. Well, I don't have them anymore. The only one I do have is my Judica Isles book of 5,000 elemental spells, I believe it's called. That my mother actually bought for me. Yeah, I'm looking for new books, and I do look at book reviews now. Before I didn't. It was just sort of a, oh, I like that cover, because me and my mom are very much, as we like to call, package or label whores. If it looks pretty, we're pretty much picking it up, and sometimes we buy it. Ooh, excuse me. Um, and sorry for the lighting. It's dark, and my windows are actually covered, and sorry about that, because this is not the other camera. But yeah, the lighting is terrible. The light, windows are covered, so sorry about that. At any rate, uh, I've heard, uh, on several different occasions that, people don't seem to really like Silver Wolf at all. Um, I'm not exactly sure why. A lot of people say because she seems to be talking down to you, in her books. Now, I've only personally owned one of her books. That was Teen Witch. I believe that was the second book I ever owned as far as the crafts goes. My friend, who I like to refer to as Dot Hack Twinkle, even though he's my coven mate, I like to call him that. He'll kill me when and if he sees this. But um, here is what I say about those types of books, or any metaphysical book. There are a few who are probably writing you a bunch of fuckery just to get your money. But you have to be sort of thankful that there are pagan authors who are willing to write this stuff. Now, I'm sure there are some who probably do it freely, or are not. Let me say, they're not probably not authors in that sense, but they do give you information freely from their experiences or to help out a beginner. But for books that you have to buy, or information that, something has to be given in order to receive it, um, you should be thankful. I mean, I probably the god and goddess, or even their patron, deities, are allowing them to write as much as uh, they do, because I'm sure, they can't give you everything, you know. Uh, if they I'm trying to think of the right word to say. They can't give you everything, because if they do, you might as well be reading their Book of Shadows or their grimoire. They can't give you every little detail. They can't give you every single bit of information, because you also have to realize that they are still learning themselves, no matter how old they are. I mean, the oldest witch is still learning things. whether it's something new or something that happened before her time. So you have to, you know, soak up as much information as you can. Granted, there are a lot of Wicca 101 books, so my suggestion with that is probably read the reviews, and if you happen to see that title in a store, read the book itself. Even if you don't read the whole book, read a couple chapters, read a couple pages, something. Go right in the middle of the book and read a couple pages. Look through it, see how you feel. If you're buying a book out of a store, pick the book up. If the title grabs you, pick it up. Look at the front, look at the back, read the back if it has something you can read. Read a couple pages. What I like to do, I do this for two reasons. One is just in case I find something else and I don't have the money, then I have to decide. But pick up a book and carry it with you. And see how you feel with the book. And, you know, let it just see how it resonates with you, so to speak. And if it doesn't resonate with you for whatever reason, I mean, the book could be great. I mean, you read all the reviews on it, and it has not a single bad review, and everybody loves it, and everybody says it has great information. If it doesn't resonate with you, either you won't get it at all, or you just won't get it at that moment. You might come back to it later, because it might have information that you are not supposed to have right now. This is just my personal opinion. So, like right now, I'm looking at a book review by it's by Jason Miller. The book is called, oh crap, my thing frozen. Oh, boo, come on. The book is called Protection and Reversal Magic: A Witch's Defense Manual. Beyond 101. So, I mean, he's actually made a comment on somebody's critique. Although she didn't give him a particularly bad critique, it wasn't the greatest either. And I don't know how many authors are out there that are like that. You know, you never know if Silver Ravenwolf is actually going back and reading the comments, even if she doesn't comment on it, you know. You know, she does the best she can, just like any other author does the best they can. I mean, a book is a book is a book is a book. I try not to... Of course you want the author's personality in the book if it's something that relates to the craft. You want their personality sort of in the book, so you can get a feel for who they are as a person as well. But you can't always put the words written in some form, like, oh, she's talking down to you, she's dumbing it down for you, da 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 da. You can't always do that, because, like I said, if it's too high for you to read, then you're going to give it a bad remark because you can't comprehend it. And I actually looked at, I think it was Witchcraft for this, the Solitary Guide. I don't remember the title off the top of my head, but it was the big red one, and you all know what this one is. Somebody commented that, you know, she gave her a good critique, and she commented that while her book, even the New York Times is on a high school reading level. I'm not quite sure which high school. Well, I'm sure an average high school reading level. But, you know, they shouldn't be complaining so much. They should be trying to absorb as much information if they can. Whatever doesn't work for them, they don't have to take. They can mix it from their minds. What does work for them, they should absorb it. Even if they don't copy it down into their book of shadows until much later, copy it down in a notebook that's just for things you want to go back to later to see if you want to put it in your book of shadows or in your grimoire or whatever it is. You know, like when I was younger, when I started getting into the craft, I was very much into spells. Not in the part of it was thinking that, oh, something, you know, big and magical. This was even before Harry Potter was out. This was much more related to me watching an anime called Slayers, which is a great anime, by the way. I recommend it to everybody, but because I was very much into Slayers and things like that happening. They did magic, and it was just big and powerful, and it looked so exciting. So I was very much about the spells. As I got older, of course, I realized some stuff like that wasn't going to happen. But don't get me wrong, it is possible. If people can do telekinesis, there's no way. I'm sure there is physical magic, but we're probably not ready for that one yet. At least some of us won't be. I'm not saying myself in particular. I'm just saying, yeah, it's a possibility. You cannot rule anything out as far as that goes. But, you know, I would much rather see book reviews written in this sense. If you're more experienced, don't automatically give the book a bad review, because that might turn somebody off who might actually need the information. You know, just say, you know, oh, this is a good book for a beginner, or somebody who is transitioning into an intermediate, so to speak. And for beginners, try not to buy everything you see on the shelves. Yes, it is important to read the reviews, but also realize that some of this information that you're going to get from a book is, if it's not, I don't want to say Wicca 101, but that's better, that's, for lack of a better term, Wicca 101, you are not going to understand it at all. You are going to be very lost and not like the book, and you're going to give a bad review. Don't do that. Instead, ask somebody, even if you don't know the person. I don't know many pagans who are mean in any way, shape, or form, so I'm sure somebody can help you. Ask for advice. Say, oh, what kind of book would you recommend for me? Or give me some recommended reading. I'm just starting out. I've seen information online, but I want to start purchasing books, you know, so on and so forth. It's not that difficult. And you know, that's just my personal rant on books. I can't guarantee that when I get some books I'll give you a review, because that's not really my thing. I mean, if you ask, I'll give you a review if I can, but that's just how I see it, you guys. Just try try giving proper reviews, I should say. Don't discredit the author who put their time and effort to write the book and put out information for someone. Just give it the proper critique. Say it's not a book. It's very, even if you say it's very Wicca 101, that can help somebody. That can help a beginner. You know, they might not comment, or they may comment like they know everything, but they might not. And they might go out and buy the book. Oh, it's Wicca 101, something I can read, something I can sort of wrap my head around, and, you know, help me out to be, in the future, you know. So, that's it, you guys. I will try to do another video for you either tomorrow or the day after, depending on what I'm doing. I'm going fishing tomorrow morning. So, yeah. I will see you guys later. So, merry part till we merry meet again. Brightest blessings. Matane.